The Cleveland Browns are spiraling after a disastrous 3-14 season, and now their star edge rusher Myles Garrett has requested a trade. But his teammates aren't ready to give up just yet. Tight end David Njoku is leading the charge to convince Garrett to stay, but will it be enough to change his mind? But before, if you love staying on top of all things Browns, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. After finishing with a 3-14 record and securing the number 2 pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Browns are at a crossroads. Myles Garrett, who was once again a dominant force with 14 sacks and 22 tackles for loss, has had enough. Citing his championship aspirations and frustration with Cleveland's lack of direction, Garrett publicly requested a trade. He's within his rights to do so, given the team's poor quarterback play and failure to provide a competitive environment. But his potential departure signals an even bigger problem for the Browns. Tight end David Njoku isn't ready to see Garrett leave. After hearing about the trade request, Njoku took to the media with a simple 3-word plea: "Come on, dog." Njoku, who caught 64 passes for 505 yards and 5 touchdowns this past season, knows Garrett's departure could mean a full-blown rebuild in Cleveland. He continued, saying, "Stay home, bro. Give it another shot. We ain't that far off, honestly speaking." But how convincing can that be when the team's quarterback situation is one of the worst in the league? Garrett has every reason to feel frustrated. He finished third in Defensive Player of the Year voting and earned another first-team All-Pro selection. But his individual success means little when the team is stuck at the bottom of the standings. As much as Njoku and the rest of the team want Garrett to stay, it's hard to see him buying into another rebuild. Cleveland's failure to address key roster issues is pushing their best player out the door, and unless a miracle happens, it may be time to accept that Garrett's days in a Browns uniform are over. Do you think Myles Garrett should give the Browns another chance, or is it time for him to move on to a contender? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.